All right, here we go. Generic title, High School Musical. There it is. Oh, all right. Oh, jeez.
MC stands like Mariah Carey.
Sing the Glitter album. Sing it. And this is crazy to me also because when you see their chemistry right now, this could be shot so plainly, but for some reason, I don't know why, I don't know how Kenny Ortega managed to do it, but like you feel this connection that they have. It's freaky. Like, it's crazy.
Well, didn't they really bang?
Yeah, they did. From the end of 1, beginning of 2, I believe. I don't think it was past 3.
There it is. So is that his real hair in this movie?
God, this is so...
It should be.
You know what? I think it might be. It's so 2006 that I don't blame it.
He has the same hair in 13 going on 30.
Oh, 17
like
again. Oh, 17
Oh,
again.
that movie.
I was like 13 going on 30. Jennifer Gardner? What? One thing I'm going to mention, for the salary that Troy's dad is making, they can't afford this fucking house. Look how big
that house.
This is a mansion, and they had this huge-ass basketball court.
I've never noticed how big that house is, honestly.
They ran out the back room or something, right?
Like, if you notice in later movies, I think the mom is like a stay-at-home mom or something. I don't know if they really discussed the mom's job, because you never really focus on the mom.
I mean, look at this classroom. I never had a classroom looking this nice.
Yeah, it's
look at
so
that stage.
odd, man.
That's not even that's just a practice stage. We never had that.
Has a fucking chair, like a throne in the middle.
And costumes on the wall. It looks like a museum.
Yeah, they want to think that this is a real high school, and all the kids who are watching these movies are going to be like,
there's a knight's armor in the background behind Sharpay. But I will say they nailed the drama teachers. They were all like this. I wonder where they shot this. Were they in a real high school or were they in a set?
So from what I read, they shot at what the fuck? Why would you do that, man?
What just happened? I missed it.
He just walked up to him and he's like, hey, man, how's it going? And then Troy just like escapes.
At what age are you too cool for this? Like, I think maybe like a 15 or 16-year-old, even though they are 15 or 16 in part 2, I feel like a 15 or 16-year-old might be like, oh, this is stupid.
You just made my brain break. I keep forgetting that they're supposed to be that young in this movie. Like, they don't look that way.
If they disown this movie, they'll still follow the actors. So if you know that someone's like a fan of Zac Efron or at Vanessa Hudgens, like, they watched this movie for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, at what age,
I'm trying to think of what I was too cool for at 15 or 16. I'd have to know what was out. But I'm sure there are things I was just like, no, that's not for me. I only watch cartoons that come on after 8 p.m. now.
Well, when this came out, I felt like I was too old for it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people's expectations when you're going into this movie is like, yeah, people are just going to assume that this is for little kids and everything, and that's technically who it was made for. But honestly, I just love this movie too much, and I think growing up, like, I always had this fondness of it. And when people would try to give me crap about it, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I grew up with it. People have some movie that they watched that was nostalgic. Like, if somebody says, oh, dude, Good Burger is so cheesy and it's for kids, I'm like, you need to get the hell out of here. Like, Good Burger's a classic. Like, everyone has their classics, so no one should be judged on that, you know? Before you continue, I just want to talk about this sequence for a second, because I can't describe to you how pandering it is to people who want to change. Like, I know that this song is really, like, I feel like this song isn't talked about enough. Like, we're all in this together, and, like, Get Your Head in the Game. Those are the songs that people know. But I don't like this song specifically because of the fact that that's exactly what the song is trying to do. Like, look, he's saying he wants to bake. Everyone's like, you fucking idiot. Like, you want to bake? Like, no, you're going to play basketball.
This might be my favorite number in the movie. I think it's the first one that, here's probably one of the reasons why. it was the most explosive song they did in the live show at Disney. So this was the most exciting one to watch. Maybe it's because so many random people came out to sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of extras singing, man. There's a lot. Just love looking at the extras, dude.
It's so I just love
Is that even
how
legal?
everyone's like, no. You can't
Stop
make
it!
a stone.
You want to dance? Fuck off with that. You're just gonna study. Do you think that you're gonna get anywhere in life dancing? What do you think, you're in a musical?
Man, Corbin Bleu, even in a move, like, look at those moves.
Damn. Where's the ball? The ball went up in the air and didn't come back down.
That's Corbin Bleu magic right there.
I gotta say this scene right here. She walks into the room, right? And she is in plain view, like you would be able to see her. And she looks, she's right there.
I didn't see her.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's walking around.
Yeah.
She's at this view. Sorry, the movie's taking a bit to get to it. She walks away. And she was behind this fucking corner. Like, she should have totally saw her. That's a big pet peeve I have. Anyway, continue, Jason. I'm sorry. I had to mention this because that scene always pissed me off.
Now let's talk about what some of the critics said when this movie came out. One review says, it's difficult to imagine even the most die-hard fan of musicals finding anything here worth embracing. Again, I'm trying to think, this is a made-for-Disney Channel movie. Like, what critic
in the theaters?
I kind of feel like any critic that reviewed this is probably one of, like, Z-grade critics. It's like maybe a blogger or someone who works for TV Guide. I mean, I don't even know if TV Guide is still a thing. Another critic said, it's a schmaltzy little piece of obvious fluff that's directed in truly horrendous fashion and populated by cardboard characters who spit out simplistic platitudes and breathy pop tunes.
What is up this guy's ass? What is the deal? Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire is nothing like a horror movie should be. It is everything wrong. Like, bitch, you're watching a DCOM. Like, what are you expecting? Someone to get slashed up and their throat slit? Like, what are you talking about? Like, these movies aren't meant to be taken seriously. Now, High School Musical 3 is a theatrical released movie. Then you can review that. But these two are DCOMs. They're made for kids.
Now, for those of us who fell in love with High School Musical as adults, and let me tell you, I'm not the only one. It's pretty much 90% of the people who were in my life at the time fell in love with this movie and this franchise as adults. Those of us in the friend groups who didn't, I feel like this is something that everyone probably experienced at some point, who fell in love with this as an adult. You have friends that are your exact same age that just almost, I mean, they tilt their head. They don't understand. Like, they think something's wrong with you. Like, why are you watching this children's musical, like, non-ironically? Like, why did I get in your car and we're all in this together is blasting when you turn the car on? It's almost sometimes.
Sounds like, incredible. And then this scene in particular, like, she is heartbroken, she is hurt, she is crying, and everyone's just out there fucking dancing like, yes, we did it. All right.
And that's the fountain of the river she cried for them.
So many tears. They just throw them in the fountain. This tastes weird. I don't know what's up. I just feel like, where's everyone in the school? Was the entire school outside in that rally? Like, there's no one there. Unless she's doing this in class. Otherwise, she's going to get detention. She better go back to class.
That school has a big budget for that banner.
Like, they're not even promoting anything. Like, why would you be promoting just the basketball team? Is there like a baseball team or golf or something? I don't know.
I want Vanessa to stage dive here.
He just sends her right off the
They don't catch her. She just fucking face plants on the ground.
That's when she dies and he commits suicide for her death. That would be a great ending. Can you imagine if it just went that dark out of nowhere?
Dude, Zach just climbs up to the top of that moon and just fucking face plants to his death. Like, I'm done. She's dead. And she gets up and she's like, oh, 'tis but a scratch.
You know how legendary that moon would be if that were the case? There'd be so much fan art of that moon.
He's just like
He's
diving
drenched
off of
in
the
blood.
moon, and he's like has his arms wide open. It's
You know
just
what I
like-
want? I want to get an artist to take that, like, to do a T-shirt of that moon covered in bloodstains, and just, if you only know what it means if you've listened to this episode.
Caitlin,
Yeah.
get on that. Ladies and gentlemen, the best sequence in the movie. Here we go. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Everyone who is at this time in 2006 desperately wanted to learn this so badly with a group of people. I wanted
And
to
we
learn
all
this with a
did.
group of friends. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wrong earlier. This is the best number in the movie, and they did this too. They did the dance at the live show, and it was never. You always missed it when they did 2 and 3. You really missed this number in the live show at Disney World.
It just has so much fucking pep to it, dude. Like it makes you so happy. Like you want to get up and fucking dance. That's what this scene is, and it's at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
It's like it's just getting started. Excuse me.
yeah. You don't want this scene to ever end.
Oh, here we go. This is it. Yes. Oh, it's happening. Let's go.
We can't. It's like we can't even talk. We're so, like, it still to this day mesmerizes you.
Dude, I'm dancing right now. You can't see it, but I'm grooving out here.
And
Let's
it's not
go.
even good. Like, again, this is not good choreography. No
No.
offense, Kenny Ortega.
There's a scene right here where Ryan is grooving out, and this is me right here. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's-
Please,
that-
please
that-
show it. There it is.
That man is born to be a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on down to Movie Land Video and watching our commentary track highlights for High School Musical, the greatest DCOM that has ever existed. If you want to listen to the full commentary track, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/movielandvideo, where you can get full access to it on our $5 tier entitled Movie Night at Movie Land, which is dedicated to commentary tracks. Now, for a lot of people that may or may not know, we actually host a podcast entitled Movie Land Video, but we decided to do a commentary track as sort of a side thing to launch our Patreon, which we recorded this back in late September. This is the very first commentary track we've ever done, and we want to keep doing it, but we just have no audience to give it to. We want to be able to give it to an audience that really appreciates our work, and we know that we'll keep coming back for these highlights and also for our full commentary tracks. So if you want to donate to our Patreon, please go for it, and you can suggest to us what movies you want us to watch next for our commentary tracks, all the way down to movie reviews. There's a ton of perks that we have on our Patreon. Go check it out. We really appreciate it if you do. We love doing this on the daily, and we want to continue doing it. Movies are our livelihood, and they are in our blood, and all we want to do is give that to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. As always, take care, stay safe, and happy movie watching.